It is the mother of all battles. The Mumbai Indians take on the Chennai Super Kings. Remember, the Mumbai Indians literally swept the Super Kings last year in 2019, including that pulsating, absolutely riveting IPL final. I am Sushant Mehta. This is the best sports show with the best sports experts. Let me just introduce all my guests to you. Firstly, the legendary, the man who gave the West Indian fast bowlers, who are simply the best fast bowlers of all time, nightmares, the legendary Sunil Gavaskar. And then the man who gave Ricky Ponting nightmares, Chennai Super Kings, will surely miss Harbhajan Singh. It's a privilege to have Harbhajan on the show as well. Plus, finally, the final word on cricket, Boria Majumdar. Most importantly, Boria is the most passionate cricket fan you'll ever meet. Well, welcome, gentlemen. Lots to talk about. But firstly, let's get you a preview of the much-hyped clash. It's Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings.
Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings. A blockbuster clash to kick off the 13th edition of the IPL. Rohit Sharma on one side and Mahendra Singh Dhoni on the other.
That's been carved out and it's 4.
Two of the most successful teams in IPL history will battle it out in the tournament opener.
Oh, he's picked this up. Oh, what a hit.
Chennai will be without Suresh Raina and Harbhajan Singh, while defending champions Mumbai will miss the services of Lasith Malinga.
Well, he's got nothing of this.
Mumbai is one of the most balanced teams and will start as favourites.
Lovely. Oh, goodness gracious, there is some power here tonight.
Of late, the Blue Brigade has dominated the Super Kings as well. In the last edition of the IPL, the two sides met 4 times, and on all the occasions, it was Mumbai who emerged as winners. The two sides last met in the finals of IPL 12, and Mumbai edged out Chennai in a last-over thriller. All eyes will be on MS Dhoni as well, who will return to action after a long gap. With no Raina, Harbhajan and Yuvraj Gaikwad, Dhoni faces a stiff challenge of putting out his best 11 on the field.
Tried to bowl the slower ball, but it's gone back quicker.
Mumbai, on the other hand, is a settled side and have all their bases covered. On paper, the defending champions look the superior side. But over the years, Chennai have shown that they have the potential to deliver with their backs against the wall. Sports Bureau, India Today.
Give over. How's he doing that? Well, you just sliced it there.
This is it. Well, Sunny Bhai, first up, how big is this? The IPL is back. Indian cricket returns in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it is huge. It is really, really huge. For the simple reason, for the last 6.5 months, there has been no action whatsoever. Leave aside cricket. Very little has happened on the Indian front. Yes, there has been some sport in England, and there has been a little bit of football in Europe, and a bit of golf here and there, and of course Formula One. But cricket, which is India's most popular sport, the Indians have not been seen in action. So clearly, this is really, really big, and it will lift. There has been there's been a sense of gloom with this COVID pandemic because the numbers haven't really come down. The numbers haven't stabilized, and the numbers have actually gone up. And therefore, there has been a little bit of despondency. And I do believe that the IPL will help to lift it considerably. I'm not saying that it will lift it totally, because it's very difficult to get out of that set mindset. But certainly, I think a lot of good cricket, a lot of action, a lot of big hits, some acrobatic runouts. I think the mood of the country will change considerably after the IPL starts.
Right, Sunny Bhai, thanks. Stay with me. Harbhajan Singh, a lot of fans yesterday messaged me saying that they wanted to see Harbhajan Singh. They were disappointed. They said, we want to watch Harbhajan Singh bowl that first over, the opening over of the IPL. If, Chennai were bowling first, to Rohit Sharma, to Deacock, they're certainly going to miss you. But how do you look at Chennai Super Kings, their bowling attack versus the Mumbai Indians, the mighty Mumbai Indians, may I say?
Well, first of all, I wish I could have been there and playing and bowling that first over, rather the first ball of the IPL 2020. But unfortunately, when you are in such situation when you have to decide whether family come first or cricket come first. So I've chose my family to be first, and yes, I have played almost many years, in the IPL, but that's a different part. Let's talk about whether Chennai will be able to stop Mumbai Indians batsmen. Yes, they have got enough bowling in their lineup. Sam Curran is there. Likes of, if we talk about spinners, Imran Tahir is there, Ravindra Jadeja is there, Piyush Chawla is there. I think Piyush Chawla will be the one who will be bowling the first over this IPL. It could be, Shardul Thakur on the other side, or maybe Deepak Chahar, depending on his fitness. But I think Chennai definitely have got the settled side. It doesn't look as strong as, the Mumbai side on papers, but Chennai, I know when they go on to the park, they give their best, and many times they have surprised many of them, and including myself as well. Being there, wow, we could play this kind of a cricket. When you see us on paper, we look different side, but when you actually play with us, we are totally a different side, and we'll fight till the end. And I'm sure the best team will win, and hopefully tonight will be the night for Chennai Super King.
Well, no doubt about it. You fight till the end, and anything can happen when you have Captain Cool. Boria, tell me this. As a fan, not as an expert, I know all the experts are leaning towards Mumbai Indians, but as a fan, don't you want Chennai to win today just to get that momentum? They are down 2 men. Harbhajan Singh, Suresh Raina, big blow for them. But I want Chennai to get some sort of momentum so that it really opens up the IPL. Boria?
Sushant, I'll be very honest with you. I really don't care who wins. Really, I just want that first ball to be bowled out there and tell myself that, oh, you know what, not everything is lost. My life is still there. Yours is still there. Bajis is there. Mr. Gavaskar is there. All of India, this is our routine. This is the game we love. This is our festival. Yesterday in Kolkata, we had Mohalaya, Sushant, which is the start of Puja. This is the start of the cricket Puja. For me, this is the start of the festive season on the park. Sushant, this gives me my livelihood back. And we have to understand this. Pre-COVID, there were 3 pages of sport in the newspapers. There was the national television channel like India Today used to have a sports show every day. All of that had gone. All of that had gone because there was no sport. This is me getting my livelihood back, Sushant, and that's very important for me. According to me, whoever wins, I really don't mind. All I want is that game to win. Let it be a good game, a close game. Whoever wins, all of India deserves to celebrate this sport, and that is what is happening.
Definitely. But Sunny Bhai, my favorite batsman right now, I think world over, everybody's favorite batsman right now is Rohit Sharma. I just cannot wait. I just wish that Rohit Sharma could bat for both teams, Mumbai and Chennai. I just want to watch that man bat throughout. But do you think Rohit Sharma also has a great deal of MS Dhoni in him? The demeanor is same, the cool attitude, the way that they captain their sides?
Yes, I think you can clearly see the way Rohit keeps his cool in pressure situations, that he's learnt a lot from Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And that's so important because in pressure situations, if the captain loses its cool, then the rest of the players get a bit nervous. So yes, I think he's picked up quite a few points from MS Dhoni. And so I think the most important point out of that, apart from keeping cool, is the winning habit, which MS Dhoni had for such a long time. It's in the last couple of years that MSC hasn't quite been as successful as a captain as he was earlier on. That can happen. With age, that can happen. But I do believe that Mumbai Indians start the favourites because they'll be thinking about last year's finals. Look, for a moment, in the 17th over of when Chennai were chasing, it looked as if the match had slipped out of Mumbai's hands. But the way they came back and they won, that is something that will lift them up. They'll be thinking of that all the time. They find themselves in a tough situation tomorrow or in any of the other matches. They'll be thinking of the way they pulled the match out of the, jaws of defeat and made it into a victory. That is what they'll be remembering. So my feeling is that Mumbai Indians would want to start this IPL 2020 in a winning way.
What a completely insane match that was, Sunny Bhai, as you said, the last year's final of the IPL. But right now, let's have a look at Captain Cool, who makes his comeback after more than a year, MS Dhoni.
A heartbreaking run out which broke 1 billion hearts.
And dismissed MS Dhoni.
Well, he is in despair. He knew he had...
Mahendra Singh Dhoni took the long walk back, but no one knew that it will turn out to be his last appearance in the Blues.
Between the wickets, leaves the big stage with a run-out.
On 15th of August 2020, the former Indian captain announced his retirement from international cricket and drew curtains on an illustrious career. It's been more than a year and finally once again MS Dhoni will grace the 22 yards.
He does it for a very good reason.
Sadly, there will be no fans at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium in Abu Dhabi, but whole of India will be glued to TV screens to watch the Captain Cool back in action. Chennai Super Kings have a depleted side, but still no one is ruling them out, and the reason is MS Dhoni. The wicket-keeper batsman has set the IPL on fire over the years, and the fans will be hoping for a Dhoni dhamaka to kickstart the proceedings. Sports Bureau, India Today.
In yellow, Chennai Super Kings.
You know, Harbhajan Singh, you told me yesterday that Dhoni has nothing to prove to anyone, and that is true. But there is a lot of pressure as well. There is a lot of pressure as well on MS Dhoni. I mean, what do you think about the pressure on MS Dhoni right now?
Well, there is always going to be pressure when you're leading any side. And MS Dhoni, have a lot of responsibilities on his shoulder due to, Suresh Raina is not there, one of the top batsmen who ever played the game for Chennai Super King. He's not going to be, featuring in the IPL. And on top of it, I have also given a small little burden to him. I hope my burden is not as big as the batting burden is. As Chennai have got a lot of spinners. But, knowing MS Dhoni, he always have answers for everything. And, I'm sure he will come out there and maybe surprise many of us, who are thinking that Chennai is probably not as strong side as Mumbai Indians. But I'm hoping, tonight will be a good game of cricket. And as Sunny Bhai mentioned, Boria Majumdar mentioned, this is a festival. So let it get started. And, as Boria was saying, it doesn't matter who wins. It does matter, Boria. I want Chennai to win, and I want Chennai to, start the tournament from the winning note. Yes, both the teams are my favorite teams. I played 10 years with Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings last 2 years, and I'm still under a contract with Chennai Super Kings, so I want Chennai to win. But I want to wish both the team all the very best for the tournament. But MS Dhoni, the guy to look forward to in this tournament. I'm sure he'll come up with some sort of surprises to surprise everyone out there.
Yes, well, he always has a surprise under his sleeve, doesn't he? But Sunny Bhai, tell me this. With all the fan support, MS Dhoni has been trending on Twitter. Everybody's been waiting to see him back on the ground. But once he steps foot on the ground, is he going to be, does Chennai have a sentimental edge over the Mumbai Indians in the IPL?
No, I don't think so. I think, look, it's sentimental as far as the crowds are concerned. It's sentimental as far as those who follow the game are concerned. But out in the middle, there is no sentiment at all. Out in the middle, the Mumbai Indians will be trying to make sure that they win the game. Or for that matter, any team that plays against Chennai Super Kings, they're not going to ease up just because, Mahendra Singh Dhoni has retired. They're all going to try and take advantage of the fact that he hasn't played cricket since 10th of July. So I think that is going to be something that most of the teams are going to say, look, he hasn't played. He might be just a little bit rusty. He might have lost his timing. And we're going to take advantage of that. So there will be no sentiment involved as far as the players are concerned. So Mumbai Indians, RCB, Delhi, you talk of any team, they're going to try and put more pressure on MSD.
Right. Well, Boria, now Harbhajan Singh is pretty confident that Chennai could win today, and not only today, they could win it all. But I sense a little bit of, favoritism there because obviously Bhaji is one of the main weapons that Chennai always had. What do you have to say to Harbhajan Singh this time about the Chennai Super Kings' chances? I think the favorites this time are the Mumbai Indians, and I'm going to be biased here, but the Delhi Capitals as well.
Sushant, he's talking as a Chennai player, and I completely understand that and appreciate that. But that's Harbhajan Singh talking as a player and a part of the Chennai Super Kings. I'm not. I'm an analyst. I'm an objective analyst, and I'm a fan. For me, this is festival. I really don't care who wins. I'm saying it again, and that same applies for Kolkata. My own city, my own team. For me, it is my life back. Every evening, 7 to 12:30, I will be at home. No one needs to tell me, oh, you know what, don't go out. I will be at home, self-imposed curfew. That is what the Indian Premier League is. This country will be better served as a result of the IPL. And I will miss Harbhajan Singh. I will miss the first over. But as I said, I am delighted, like Sunil Gavaskar said, that this tournament is back. It is like our lifeblood, and we have it back, and I'm thrilled for it.
Well, Sunny Bhai, without Raina, without Suresh Raina, we already know that there is no Harbhajan Singh, but without Suresh Raina, what do you think about Chennai's chances?
I'd definitely look at Faf du Plessis because he's got the experience. I'd definitely look at Faf du Plessis because he's the kind of player who can make a difference. Ambati Raidu, I would look at Ambati Raidu opening the batting. He did so well opening the batting last year as well. So these would be my batsmen, and I would have MSD batting at number 3 because again, somebody who can hit the ball such a long distance. If he gets maximum deliveries to play, the better it is for the team. So if he gets to bat most of the 20 overs, the more chances that the Chennai team will be having a lot more runs on the board than, say, maybe somebody who's good but doesn't quite have the hitting ability that MSD has. Watson might be there. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I would open with Watson and with Raidu, with du Plessis at 4.
Right, Harbhajan Singh, now let's come down to brass tacks. Mumbai versus Chennai, it's the opener of the IPL 2020. Here we are on India Today. Talk to me about this matchup. Mano, Imano, man versus man, you know, from Rohit Sharma to MS Dhoni, the entire team. How are you looking at this contest?
Well, it's as big as it can get. It's like, I mentioned even yesterday, it's always a game to watch, game to play for. And it's like India-Pakistan game. You have to play your best cricket to win, these games. These two teams are the strongest team and they've played most number of finals. It shows that they're a very consistent team. To beat these teams, you have to play out of your skin. So these teams will be rubbing their shoulder today. And may the best team win. And it's always going to be a great game to watch. And I wish I was there to play this game, but unfortunately I'm not there. But whoever wins tonight, I'm sure they'll be happy.
Harbhajan, well, today is a very special day. Not only because the IPL is back, not only because we on India Today are celebrating IPL 2020 amidst this pandemic that has really taken over the world, but it's also very special because 13 years ago, on the same very day, Yuvraj Singh made history by hitting 6 sixes. You know, Harbhajan Singh, I remember I interviewed Yuvraj once and he told me कि यार इस मैच से पहले इंग्लैंड के किसी ने मुझे 5 छक्के मारे थे, मैंने bowling करी, somebody hit him for 5 sixes and then he hit 6 sixes. And the match referee, who was the father of the bowler, he came and said, why did you do that? So all that happened, but Flintoff had a big role to play because he was basically provoking Yuvraj Singh. But what a player. I mean, I have never seen hitting like that in my live TV. I just jumped out of my bed. Remembering those moments with Yuvraj, Harbhajan Singh.
Well, unbelievable moment this was. Such moments you remember for rest of your life. And I was one of those lucky ones to be part of that squad and which ended up winning the World Cup. And to be part of that team was a special thing, and Yuvraj was incredible in best of the form, you can say. And the way he was hitting the ball was like insane. So, that moment when he was hitting the ball, first 6, when it went for first 6, after 4th 6, we were like, holding each other's hand and, thinking whether the 5th 6 will go. Then after the 5th one, we wanted it so badly. We thought, okay, Bhagwan, ye karwa de, ye record banwa de. And he was unbelievable. As you rightly said, he was probably one of the most destructive batsmen India have ever produced in the middle order. And, Team India have still not got a player like him at number 4 yet. And, he was incredible, unbelievable player. And Yuvraj Singh, congratulations for this achievement and really proud of you.
We really missed him in the last World Cup, didn't we? There is nobody else like Yuvraj Singh. But Harbhajan, very quickly, because we'll have to close the show now. Who's winning tonight? Mumbai Indians or Chennai Super Kings? Give me one pick.
Well, I'm going to go with Chennai Super Kings.
All right, Harbhajan Singh says Chennai Super Kings will win tonight. But let's see, it's the mother of all battles. You know that this is the final word on cricket. It's going to be Rohit Sharma versus MS Dhoni. You remember that Rohit Sharma lifted the cup last year as well. In 2019, he's won as many as 4 IPL championships. But do not underestimate MS Dhoni. He might have retired, but he has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. That's why they call him Thala down south. That's why they call him Captain Cool. So the ultimate battle is on. Chennai Super Kings versus Mumbai Indians. I am looking forward to Rohit Sharma hitting that ball out of the park. Let's hope he has a good one today. And I am looking forward to the moment that MS Dhoni steps on that ground, not only as a wicketkeeper captain, but also as a batsman. Well, that's all the time that we have. Do continue to watch India Today for the latest from the world of the IPL every day at 6:30 p.m. For the moment, thanks for watching and goodbye.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.